We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Aldrick Rosas, ready to get us going. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season. Tackling, because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot, plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check four. Cougar 19.
On first down, Chaney. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Lion. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Get that. Hey, check that. Street. That quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hatch it.
Off the play fake. Chaney. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Oliver. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 48 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
On first down, Downing. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 69 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chargers 7. Sterling Hoff-Richter.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good gain on first. Has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And to give this time to the tailback. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Steelers' 48-yard line.
Come on, set, Viking 18. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Back to throw. Chaney. And that's incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Night, sweetheart. Buffalo 18. Kill. Hey, watch this.
Looking to throw. Chaney. Escaping the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Check tight. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I'm coming.
Back to throw. Chaney. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Riblett. Hey, 43.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Switch, switch, switch. Check, check. Fresh, go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
198, watch 98. 98's the mic. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Chap 60, chap 60.
To throw on 2nd down. Cheney. They'll get this out to Kamara. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes right side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Come on, let's get him.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Charger drive about to get going.
198, watch 98.
Throwing on first down. Cheney. He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the Steelers' 6-yard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Mike 17, Mike 17. Mike 17.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He'll buy some time right. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Panther Street. Watch the twist.
And now here's a carry heading left. Gets around him, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Mike 55.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Chaney drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go, D, let's go. Panther 60. Jack, hurt.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Check Mike 30. 60 Bobcat.
Looking to throw. Chaney. Throw left side complete. That's Barnett. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Check smash, check smash. Hey, check Mike 39, check Mike 39.
Check.
To throw on 3rd down, Chaney. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ryan, Viking 18. Watch 19 tight, 19 tight. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
18 Rattler.
On 1st and 10, Chaney. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Rabbit. Show it.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a nice spin into some open field. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Here it comes. Watch 98. Watch 98. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Chaney complete. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And and this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a first down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, do I even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game?
Dancing away at the 35, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check, 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 check. 55 is mine, guys, 55. Come on.
Dragon 60.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Back to throw. Chaney, he finds his man, complete. That's Richards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Go trap, go trap.
Check 25. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Shift, shift. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Go, go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
19.
Oh, here we go. Oh, 17's Mike, Mike 17.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, he's going to float this one deep right side. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Man out, man out, man out.
Kamara try the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They're scared. Check 43.
70 Timberwolf.
Check 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hey, check that, street.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
36.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
38 yards on the play. First down, Steelers.
Hey, man, watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Bring it.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
Mike 17. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike 17.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 9. A big play there for L.A.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Kamara trying again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Hurt.
Under crunch.
They'll run on 1st down. Barnett, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd and 13. And right side, Henry's got it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Yellow. 3 down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. One last shot at the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blow.